Have you ever tried to run your Flask application with Gunicorn, only to find that your print statements aren't showing up? It's frustrating, right? If that's you, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into why code before app.run doesn't execute in Gunicorn and how to fix it. I totally get it. You expect your print statements to show up, especially when you're debugging your application. You're not alone in this. Many developers face this issue when using Gunicorn with Flask. Here's the specific situation we're looking at. One user recently asked, "Why doesn't my print statement run when I use Gunicorn?" They shared their code and mentioned that the print statement before app.run doesn't appear in the output. Sound familiar? Let's dig into this together and find a solution. So what could be causing this? When you run a Flask app with Gunicorn, it doesn't execute the code in the main block unless it's run directly. This is a common behavior in Python applications. We'll break it down step by step so you can understand what's happening. And don't go anywhere. I've got a workaround at the end that will let you see those print statements without moving them outside of the main block. To address the user's question, we need to understand how Gunicorn handles the application. When using Gunicorn, the application is run in a different context, which means that code outside of the main block does not execute. One solution is to use a custom startup script. The user can create a function that contains the print statement and call this function within the application context. Alternatively, the user can utilize Flask's application factory pattern. This allows for more flexibility in how the application is created and run. Lastly, if the user wants to see the print statement when running with Gunicorn, they can log the output instead of printing it. This can be done using Python's logging module. Fun fact, the name Gunicorn comes from green unicorn, which is a reference to a mythical creature. Just like that creature, sometimes it can be elusive when it comes to debugging. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. One alternative solution is to use the before first request decorator in Flask. This allows you to run code before the first request is processed. Simply define a function with this decorator to print your message. Here's the workaround I promised. By using logging, you can capture all your messages without worrying about where your code is running. This is a game changer for debugging in production environments. And there you have it. By switching to logging, you can see your messages even when running with Gunicorn. Remember, adapting your code for different environments is key. If you found this helpful, hit the subscribe button for more tips. And don't miss our next video on optimizing your Flask applications.